Second review for tonight is this Martinelli, I think that's how you say that, sparkling apple grape juice. Now, it says contains no alcohol. Well, there's a story behind that. Due to the fact that this is sold as an organic sparkling grape juice, that means it has no preservatives. And because it has no preservatives, it will automatically ferment within days of being shipped. Now, federal law states that alcoholic content is only taxed if it is made that way. Like, that's why kombucha in most states is not treated as alcohol, even though it can have 3% alcohol in it, because the longer it sits on the shelf, the higher the content gets. Because once it came from the factory or shipped and bottled, it had no alcohol in it. Well, same stories with this organic outfits. They say it has no alcohol in it, which is true when shipped, but due to the fact that nobody refrigerate these things the way they're supposed to, and they sit on a shelf for sometimes a week or two, they normally will have up to 2 to 3% alcohol with them. It gives them a little kick. And sad thing is, kids be drinking this, but that's a parenting issue. But it says contains no alcohol. And so I'm just prefacing this to it's a bald-faced lie. Now, also, legally speaking, in the United States, a product can have 0.5% alcohol in it and still be considered non-alcoholic, which is how like fermented dandelion juice and crap like that gets past the radar. So I'm going to taste this. I'd already drank most of that bottle, but it's not phasing me. Almost immediately, you can taste the apple and the grape in there. Now, it's weird. You can also smell the alcohol coming off of it, which is how I know it has alcohol in it, because you can smell it. You can even see it, kind of. I don't know if you can, but you can physically see the alcohol in this. Like, it's one of the funniest lies I like about this company, about this companies in general that sell non-alcoholic drinks. Well, they always get shipped with like 0.5% because it's almost impossible to make an organic grape juice or a non-alcoholic wine. Even O'Doyle's beer has a small amount of alcohol in it. It's sold as non-alcoholic because they tried their damnedest to get the alcohol out. So I'm going to take a sip. Almost immediately, the back of your tongue right here gets burnt. And that's because it has, as I said, it had a little bit of alcohol. Now, this does taste way more like grape juice than alcohol. And that's great because it's supposed to be a grape juice. So, I will say, the giveaway for this is that it's sweet, but not really too sweet. How much sugar? It's 28 grams of sugar in it. That's a lot. That's about 10 more grams than most wines. So, but it is still low for grape juice. I have a feeling that that's because it's infused with carbon monoxide. Well, how's that process usually done? It's usually done by either having a yeast and removing the alcohol from it, or injecting a crap ton of dioxide to get it carbonated. Well, you put a crap ton of carbon dioxide in there, it's going to turn some of the water into alcohol, sugars, and things like that. So, I will say the alcohol content on here, though, is insanely low. And that's because it was ever intended to have alcohol in it in the first place. Why it has alcohol in it is because it ferments as it's on the shelf, which is a loophole. Not really, but it's because organic makers, this is organic, man, just don't use any preservatives, even normal natural preservatives that you can use with no problem. They just don't do it because it's not preserving shit's unnatural. Well, if you do that with a juice, it's going to turn it into an alcoholic beverage fairly quickly. And as an experiment, you can just take one of these organic, things, shove it under your bed for 6 months, wait, and drink it. It will have the similar amount of alcohol. Really, in about 6 weeks, it'll have a similar amount of alcohol than most wines. And as I said, this loophole needs to be closed. Stores need to actually chill these products because if you don't, they ferment. Now, my next review will be a Concord grape juice. So, see you later.